Hello, everyone. I'm Lady Calamere. How is everyone doing? I welcome you to my channel. I'm doing my 371st presentation. Now, as you know, some of you may know that I did a presentation on Metatron. So now I'm doing one on Sandalphon. Why am I bringing up Metatron? Well, Sandalphon and Metatron are considered brother angels, or and I'm going to put this in parentheses, brother angels or twin brothers again. Parentheses. Are they really twins? No, they are not. Let me explain. Metatron, in his earthly form, was the prophet Enoch. So Enoch rises and becomes Metatron. And as for Sandalphon, he was the prophet Elijah, also called Elias, who becomes Sandalphon. Sandalphon meaning Sandalphon is a Greek in Sandalphon meaning co-brother. Well, the spelling of Sandolphon is Greek, but Sandalphon again means co-brother. So in the rabbinic lore, this archangel Sandalphon, is one of the great Sarim, angelic princes. And he's also a master of Hazan, meaning of heavenly song. Sandalphon's sphere on the tree of life, the Kabbalah, is Malkuth, the earthly sphere. And Malkuth colors in the queen scale colors, that is basically what everyone is used to seeing, because there's king, queen, there's prince and princess scale. Now, in the queen scale, it's citrine, olive, russet, and black, and it deals with planet Earth. It literally deals with Earth. So, now the number of heavens, on which level of heaven, will depend on your text or religion, whether it's Islamic or Judaism, or in some cases Christianity. So in what's the third book? The three Enoch, that's what I was looking for. Sandalphon is described as being or ruling in this, come on, man, the sixth heaven. In according to Islamic lore, the fourth heaven. You distracted me, Lady Boss. So going back to Judaism of the Zohar, and this is in Exodus, and somewhere in the book of Exodus, Sandalphon dwells in the fourth heaven. Lady Boss, you're welcome on top of the altar or anywhere else. You're just not welcome to knock over the tripod. So anyways, I am getting distracted because I got to give credit where credit is due. Where did I put them? I don't know. Well, as soon as I could find. Okay, there it is. The cards. I can give credit where credit is due. So this card is. I pulled out the wrong one. I pulled out the wrong one. Oh, it's actually Malkuth, so it's not too wrong. And gosh, I feel silly. So, anyways, we'll just continue on what we're talking about. Sandalphon is the rectifier of the earth of Shekinah. So here we are, Sandalphon, who rules with Malkuth. Oh God, I don't know where my head is today. It's up my ass, apparently. So, anyways, this comes from this cards, the Malkuth and Sandalphon, comes from the Angelarium cards, the Oracle of Emanations. And the creator is by Eli Minaya and Peter Moorbacher. I hope I'm saying it right. And these three cards come from the Archangel Oracle cards, a 45 card deck and guidebook by Doreen Virtue. So this comes from this, and this. So before I read about the definition of the cards, if time allows me, because I got a lot of things to do today, and I won't be able to do this tomorrow, he's going to be dealing with the earth. He's going to be dealing with the earth spirits, uh, the spirits and energies of plants and trees, and anything to do with Mother Nature and the animals, dealing with anywhere from domesticated to pets to wild animals. He's going to be dealing with all the energy of the earth, and also dealing with pregnancy and fertility. So Sandalphon deals with fertility of nature and animals and pregnancy of human women. Not only the pregnancy, but the safety of the baby and the safety of the mother and a safe delivery and also guidance for the child. So Sandalphon is going to be dealing with children. Not only that, is that you can request Sandalphon for a specific, maybe you want a boy or a girl, you can ask Sandalphon for that, or because Sandalphon also deals with uh, whether the baby is going to be born a female or a male. So you can ask for the persuasion of maybe maybe you have two boys, or and you want a girl, or maybe you want your first child to be a girl, or maybe you know so maybe you're having complications with fertility, and along with getting medical help to have fertility, that you ask Sandalphon for help. Now, interesting enough, about a lot of people don't know this, but you can look this up, and even according to Rabbi Ariel, come on, man, and according to Rabbi Ariel, is that on the Ark of the Covenant, there are two cherubims on it, right? You've seen the Ark of the Covenant. I'm sure you've seen it in movies and stuff. Now, to the right of the Ark of the Covenant is a male angel. Notice how I said male. On the right is Metatron. And on the left is Sandalphon, and is a female angel. Yes. And how does this happen? Both these prophets were male. Yet, Metatron represents the male, while the Sandalphon represents the female on the left. So again, Metatron to the right, masculine, Sandalphon to the left, feminine. So in this way, the Metatron will represent the masculine forces, or the masculine and angelic forces, or energies, while Sandalphon is going to be representing the feminine forces. So that is interesting. The colors of Sandalphon, you can use the colors of Malkuth, depending what you're doing. Green has been associated with Sandalphon, as well as turquoise, copper, white, and even in some lore, red. Sandalphon deals with music, poem, and writings, especially whether it's making a rhyme. Maybe you're writing a song. So he deals with songs and poems and writing of prayers. And you can also writing of rituals. Maybe you're writing a speech, whether for spiritual or religious, or just writing a beautiful poem. Sandalphon is good for that. So let's look at these cards. Sandalphon, Angel of New Life. And it comes from this deck right here, the Angelarium. So I should have opened it up to this. So Sandalphon is good for uh, anything if you're trying to preserve something on earth or trying to protect nature. Maybe you're protecting the animals. Maybe you're doing something for animal rights. Sandalphon is your angel to call upon for that. Sandalphon will protect children, but if a child is in danger, please get emergency help and call upon Child Protective Services. So it says Angel New Life. When the time is right, the twin angel will return. Sandalphon was the first, and now we follow it forward along the shoreline and into the water. Sandalphon's footsteps bring with a great fear, but also awe and hope. With each step, we move closer to the conclusion and a new beginning. So I'm just going to skip it here and just go. Signs: a wheel within a wheel, a child, a spiral. So that comes from this card. And let's look at this card from this book. And there's 3 cards in this deck that deals with Sandalphon. This is gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And as you can see, he's with an instrument because he deals with musical instrument. I used to have a musical instrument, and I use this as Sandalphon because of the color. Just the color of the wings and the color of the robes, and that she had a instrument. Well, the cats made sure the instrument was gone. So now we have victory. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So Sandalphon is great for manifestation, manifesting things upon your reality. Sandalphon gives great spirits. Sandalphon gives great spiritual allies. What? And familiars. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't remember the term. Familiars. So those are like spiritual entities. Sandalphon can help you with turning your words into sigils, making different things for your have your words for talismanic or amulets. So Sandalphon is great for making your desires manifest, and Sandalphon is the one to send the prayers to the divine and can actually turn prayers into almost like harmony and music. Like literally harmonize what you want. But again, when you call upon Sandalphon, you have to have respect and you have to, really take it seriously. You need to have respect for this angel. So, gifts from God, this card. Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So, again, dealing with manifestation and spell work and to bring things into reality. And that's what this angel deals with. Come on. No! Stop! No! No, I'm not going to let you knock over my tripod. Here. Okay, take this. Take this. Okay? Here's a toy. Play with your toy, you annoying cat. The Sandalphon is said to be very tall, that if Sandalphon was to stand upon the earth, that the head would reach heaven. Also, it says that Sandalphon can have 1 foot on earth and 1 foot in heaven. And this represents an allegory to Sandalphon being a bridge between earth and heaven. That this angel acts like a literal bridge. So, and even according to the Greater Key of Solomon, okay, in McGregor Mathers books, this angel is even said to be the left hand feminine cherub of the ark. In the Feast of Tabernacles, Sandalphon is said to be dealing with gathering of people's prayers and making a garland of them and bringing them to the divine. Okay? So, Sandalphon, interesting enough, is said to wear sandals. Literally, Sandalphon wears sandals when in the presence of the divine one, the God, the heavenly parent, his maker, but wears his shoes are made of leather when Sandalphon appears before Shekinah. So the ancients have identified this angel with the Ophan, basically, what I come to understand is that it's circles or circles within a circle. And Sandalphon is also called the angel of prayer, as well as the angel of glory. According to this poet Longfellow. So, yeah, the angel of glory as well as the angel of prayer. So, Sandalphon is also he carries on combat against Samael. And I've already did a presentation on Samael, and which Samael has also been called Satan or Hasatan. And Samael, I did a presentation, so I don't want to get too much into it, but he battles against Samael. And Sandalphon joins Michael, or the Archangel Michael, in battling negative um, baneful forces. So if you have a negative spirit, you can use Michael, along with Sandalphon, and Sandalphon does do battle. A lot of people are, they hear that people use, they call upon Archangel, or they call him Saint Michael, Archangel, battle for us. Sandalphon also can be used to join the battle. So, and remember, when they say that, uh, remember Archangel, Metatron, and Sandalphon are brothers. They're brothers because of the fact that they were human and they were made into very powerful angels. And Sandalphon is extremely powerful, even though he was of human birth, in which, you know, the angels didn't accept Metatron right away. They were pretty much saying you smell like sperm, or born of a woman, and but they just had to accept it, and that Metatron became very powerful. So Metatron and Sandalphon work very good. They're like reflections of one another, where Metatron is on the highest of high of Keter, on the tree of life. Now, if you look at the lowest point, is Malkuth. So as above is Metatron, so below is Sandalphon. As above, so below. That's what it represents. As above, so below. That, okay, when you have Keter, right? And you go into Malkuth, and that Malkuth will now become a Keter of a adjoining tree. And then when you put another tree together, right? That Malkuth becomes a Keter to another tree. So it's like, yeah, an ongoing cycle where the highest become the lowest, and then the lowest on another tree becomes the highest of that tree. If emanations and reflections of each other. So it's like a mirror image. So the good chakras to represent Sandalphon would be the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath your feet, your chakras at your feet, and your root chakra, your Muladhara chakra would also be a great chakra to work with this archangel. So Sandalphon, again, source is co-brother as well as brother angel. And the planetary powers of Sandalphon would be the earth, and the element of him would be dealing with, especially of the earth element. What is it, baby? Yeah, you want to talk? She wants to talk. So anything to do with animals, you can use this angel. So, and also, it also says that Sandalphon transforms prayers into a mystical crown or crowns for the divine. And that's just allegory. Okay, that's just symbolism. He is the patron of poets, musicians. He is the patron of he, she, whichever. And is deals with writers, and he deals with all types of music. If the music brings tears to your eyes, or if music gets you going, or it calms you down, then that has something that is value to you. If I mean, a certain song brings back memories, or a certain songs bring a smile to your face, whether it could be hip hop, it could be disco, it could be funk, it could be metal, it could be country, and if it brings such happiness to you, then that's like Sandalphon's work. So where Metatron is said to be the right hand path, the light path, the darker path would be that of Sandalphon, the dark or the left hand path angel, compared to Metatron's bright light nature. Sandalphon also deals with the flower of life. So, with, and again, sacred geometry, which Metatron deals with, but definitely the flower of life. And speaking of with flowers itself, your garden, Sandalphon can help you with your garden. He deals with gnomes, he deals with anything that deals with the nature spirits of the earth, too, like gnomes and dwarves. He also deals with the power of your garden and flowers. So, yeah, so he is like, or she is, the green thumb angel. Ow, come on! I got an electric shock from you. Yeah, I touched you and I got a buzz with an electric shock. You are annoying, little girl. You really like to be annoying. Now, Sandalphon is said to be so high that he's like a 500-year foot journey. So just think about how high that is. So during Moses' visit to the third heaven, he said he glimpsed Sandalphon and called Sandalphon and gave him the name Tall Angel. And if you look at the Talmud, the Babylonian uh, Talmud, I just can't think of the name. Just Babylonian Talmud says that Sandalphon is so tall that Sandalphon's head reaches heaven. So, and also said that even, compared to the Greek monster Typhon, who said that Sandalphon seems to have similar roots to, and Typhon is this big giant monster, and that's where we get our word for typhoon, by the way. And maybe one day I'm gonna be doing something on Typhon. That is interesting. So, and again, he deals with the wheels within wheels, and that's one of his symbols, or wheels. And that's from Ezekiel's vision, when Ezekiel had visions of wheels within wheels, which probably was spaceships, UFOs, but they didn't have words for that. Where wheels within wheels and lights coming like out of it. But anyways, I maybe I watched too much Ancient Aliens. Anyways, yeah. So Sandalphon deals with wheels or within wheels. So I just thought that would be of interest to people. So Sandalphon is seen as male as well as female, and some transgenders feel comfortable with Sandalphon because of that. Lily feel comfortable with this angel, where if they feel like they're a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man's body, and knowing that on the Ark of the Covenant, that Sandalphon, which means co-brother, is the feminine side of the Ark. So there's that too. So there were people that were feeling comfortable with this angel. So, and there are also some people have feel that this angel is their patron angel because of that. You're not going to break my statue. You guys already broke her. It isn't right. So, if you were to look up the Infernal Dictionary says or regards that this angel is one of the what was I looking for? The three supreme intelligences of the Kabbalah. I've been talking 31 minutes. So, crystals that you can use for this angel: turquoise, of color, of course, the metal copper, moss agate is a good one. Oh, I'm trying to think. Malachite is also acceptable to use with this angel. I'm not sure about Moldavite, possibly, but again, that could be. You could use Moldavite with this angel. You really could. But yeah, definitely turquoise, malachite, moss agate is a good one. And Moldavite has a great power. So yeah. Whoa! That reaches to heavenly powers. Stop it, little girl. You want to go out? Go out. If that's what you want to do, get out of here. Well, you're being annoying. You're really being annoying. So, Sandalphon can also be used for the fertility, not only of the land, but also of your crops. So, if you not only just growing a garden, or maybe you are farming land, that can can ensure the fertility of your animals and ensure the fertility of your crops. So whether you're growing fruits or vegetables or wheat or trees, um, this one is a good one for it. And the things of nature is a great way to put on your altar. Great things to put on your Good things to put on your altar for this angel. Can you stop it, boo? Lady Boss, you are annoying. Earthly color, earthly sense, like patchouli is a good angel, and oak moss, and floral stuff like lang lang. And you think more of the earthly sense with some flower sense. So you could probably mix together things like patchouli, oak moss, and something floral like lang lang, and you can start like blending your own oils or incense for this angel. You are really vocal and annoying today. Sometimes I have to have a patience of a saint to deal with you. You little bugaboo. I know y'all gonna be teasing me about her behavior. So, Sandalphon is the defender of especially pregnant women and the earth. And Sandalphon is absolutely terrific with transmuting energy. So if you're doing transmuting spells, maybe you're transmuting some sadness into happiness. Maybe you want to transmute those thoughts that I'm worthless to I am worthy, or that I'm ugly to beautiful, and transmute the negative people that are sending to you. If there people calling you stupid, say you can say, well, everyone's ignorant to a point, but I think I'm pretty smart. Or if someone says that you're worthless, no, I'm worth something. I'm worth a lot. You know, I'm worth a bag of gold and more. So if someone says you ain't worth shit, say, damn right I'm not shit. I'm gold. I'm better than shit. So it's learning how to transmute those things. And that's what Sandalphon can help you do. So Sandalphon is good for transmuting energies. 37 minutes, and it's already 6:20 p.m. Oh, what else can I say about this angel? I am being really distracted, and I do have ADHD. So, just trying to think, because this just shows I don't have scripts and I don't have notes or anything. Sandalphon can assist with grounding energies and to ground you when you feel like you have too much energy, or your head is in the clouds, or Sandalphon can help you with grounding, and not only that, centering, ground and centering. So doing grounding and centering spells or energies or meditation, and to be aware of of yourself and to be aware of your surroundings. Sandalphon can help you with that. Chanting is a great way to work with Sandalphon, as well as singing. To sing, Sandalphon likes song. Sandalphon likes music. Sandalphon likes, whether you're just doing that or clapping your hands or snapping your fingers and just dancing. And even if you don't know how to dance, just move your body to a rhythm. Even if you're in a wheelchair, just being able to move your body, what you can move, and just he likes she likes that. And to, even if you can't sing for shit, just you could sing the name Sandalphon, 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 Sandalphon. I call you here, be with me. Just make it up as you go along, the song. And to call him, and Sandalphon does have a gentle sense of humor. Ow, I really feel it. And Sandalphon expresses such gentleness. So, yeah. Woo. So he loves dancers. Sandalphon loves children. And Sandalphon will give you courage and to walk with your own willpower, especially when you have to deal with negativity and negative energies. So, Sandalphon helps you with victory against the oppression. So, when you feel like you are carrying too much, Sandalphon can help you. Sandalphon can grant you victory and even a new life, whether it's a birth of a new life or a child, or to start a new life or to start anew and afresh. Sandalphon can help you with that. So I want to thank you very much for. I know I'm ending this a little bit early. I usually do about an hour, but I want to thank you for joining me and listening to me and dealing with my crazy cat lady boss who was distracting me. But, anyways, thank you very much for being here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe because it really helps me. And give me a like and comment. Have you worked with Sandalphon? What are your thoughts on Sandalphon? How has Sandalphon helped you? So let me know. Subscribe to my channel. Be good to animals right now. Uh, if you or see any animals, instead of using cloth, try using straw for because it doesn't mold and it keeps the the stray dog or cat warm. Um, think about trying to buy insulated little homes. You maybe can find something from Temu. If you use Temu or a TikTok shop, just make sure it's not a scam. I got scammed once on something, and luckily I got my money back from my credit card. Yeah, but there's scams everywhere. I'm not. I bought things from TikTok and I loved it and enjoy it, but it's just that one time I got scammed, and I'm not putting down TikTok. Um, but yeah, so think about buying things for stray animals and helping them and buying them food. Uh, Sandalphon also uh, can help you with animal spirits and find out who your animal spirit is, or even some animal spirits come as temporarily. So I'm going back into the presentation, but yeah, can help you uh, with connecting with different animal spirits and the energy of nature. So thank you so much for being here. Be good to yourself. Be good to animals. Be good to others. Uh, don't let people ruin your peace. And as the venerable master Bhikkhu Panakara says of the walking monks for peace, when you wake up, write down, today will be my peaceful day. And repeat it again and again to the universe. Today will be my peaceful day. And the monks are walking for peace. And I really support them. And I love them for that. And Master, again, Venerable Master Bhikkhu Panakara is the leader of this. And the dog Aloka, which means light, means without darkness, means light. So thank you so much for watching. As always, blessed be.